Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. I wanted to talk about backpacks today. I used to try to just carry one backpack, and then if I got on a plane, I had to always empty stuff, and sometimes I didn't get everything out. And then TSA is wondering why I'm trying to get a pair of channel locks and crescent wrench through security, and it just becomes a whole mess. And so for a little while now, I've been running a TSA compliant bag, no knives, lighters, anything like that. And then I've got my non-compliant bag that has all my stuff that I just want to have with me if I'm doing a road trip or I'm kind of going around or something like that. And I ran into a case where I took my non-compliant bag when we went down to Galveston this past weekend, and I like the way this was laid out. This is the one that my daughter got me for Christmas, and I like the way it's laid out. I got this all hokey thing here. I'll talk about that later, but it's got the side pockets, and so I've got first aid stuff in one side so I can get to it easily. I've got just other stuff like bug spray and different things like that I need to get to. And then it's got a small top pocket right here, and then a little bit bigger one that's maybe, a little more than a third of the bag, so I can drop in things like my sunglasses and bandana, an emergency bag, and stuff that pair of gloves, things that I can get to without having to really dig through the whole thing. And so that's kind of nice. And then it's got a side pocket right here that opens up and reveals everything in the bottom here. So I've never had a backpack like this. It's kind of nice. I can open up this section here and unvelcro and basically just have the full length backpack. But when we went to, we're down in Galveston and we were going to go to the beach. And so I emptied a lot of stuff that's in here. I left it in the hotel and I went to go take our beach towels. Well, I didn't want to empty the things that I had in the top pocket. So I could only get 3 beach towels in this bottom section here. I could have fit a fourth one if I removed the Velcro and kind of dropped out the bottom and just fed it from the top, but I didn't want to unload the stuff that was in that pocket. So doing that was kind of a drawback. So I can open this up and have it be full length. Then I could have shoved all the towels and stuff in. So it was a little bit of a limitation like that. But overall, this is, kind of set up so that it's not rapid deployment. I guess that's kind of what the side pockets are for bug spray and different things like that, or my first aid stuff. But to go pull stuff out of here, it's not necessarily rapid deployment because I've got to pull stuff out to get things that are on the other side. This zipper is only on one side. But overall, it's been kind of nice for that. I don't think that this would be a backpack that I would use to take on flights because it just isn't really laid out for throwing my laptop or an iPad and journal and that kind of stuff in it. But for having a bunch of gear to take around, that's great. Now, one thing is that I love having my SOG Fast Hawk, and it won't go in my backpack like it did on the tan Wayfarer bag I had where it was all one section. So I just kind of rigged this up so it's right there and I can take it off. It's kind of lame, but at least it's there. This bag, this is a 511 bag, and this one was from Costco. It's Valor Equipment for my non-compliant bag. For my travel bag, the thing I like about this one is it's got the side water bottle. I've got one of these Body Armor water bottles. It's a pretty thick bottle. It's not flimsy like most of your water bottles, but it's not expensive if it gets lost or left somewhere, but it fits right there nicely. And then this one has a section specifically to open up and drop your laptop. So I always put either my laptop or my iPad along with my journal right there, and that makes it nice. One thing that I'm not super sold on this bag is this section right here that opens up. Maybe I could put a jacket or something. I don't know. That to me is kind of, just kind of a waste. I don't really care for that. I am trying to come up with my own backpack design. It's not going to have something like that, but this does have a nice section to open up, and I got a bunch of stuff in there. I've got my Buc-ee's mints, flashlight, different things like that, some gauze and stuff. And then it's got a main section where I've just got some stuff, in there. So this is a better backpack for traveling on the airport because this easily fits under the seat on the floor. Sometimes I was having a problem with my my tan Outdoor Products Wayfarer backpack where it would be too full because of the side pockets, and I couldn't get things in there very well. My water bottle would go in the main section, but I couldn't sometimes get that backpack to fit in there. And I don't like putting it up, especially if I'm by the window or something like that. I don't care for that. So it is nice on this where I especially when I pull the water bottle out and I put it in the back of the seat, this easily fits for both height and width, and it easily fits under the seat of the plane, and so that's really nice. So I do like both of these bags. I think this one is a little more set up for just carrying all the extra crap, knife, fire starter, all of that kind of stuff. I think I have a life straw in here and emergency bag, stuff like that. This bag is more given to, flying, where I've got easy access to my laptop or iPad and my journal. And then in here, I've just got a couple extra pockets with some things. And one of the things I do when I'm carrying, when I travel and I'm carrying clothes and things like that, is I'm using one of the suitcase organizers so that I can just have clothes in here so they're not flopping all over the place. So I use that. And then for my little things, I use one of my bags here that just has different things like that, like deodorant and pills and duct tape, stuff like that, so that I have easy access to things. And then I've got a couple protein bars and some flavor packets, water, packets of different things. So, backpacks are a great thing to be able to carry stuff with you. I like that for the most part over like a shoulder bag where you can only carry it one way or you're kind of straining and it's weird. I can easily walk through an airport with this backpack, and then this one is easy walking around the beach or just having my stuff with me or whatever. So I am trying to come up with a backpack design. I don't know that I can necessarily design one myself that is going to handle all applications. Just like sometimes a folding knife is what you need, other times it's a fixed blade. And so I don't know that I'll be able to do that, but I am kind of looking at incorporating some different aspects of both of these bags as I try to kind of design my own backpack this year. But I would love to hear, what do you use to carry your gear? Is there a specific backpack? Do you like the shoulder bag? Are you using like a fanny pack or a lumbar? That kind of thing. What are you doing? I'd love to hear what what your opinions are on that. As always, thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we'll see you out there.